Hey guys, and welcome back to the Market Access. So today we are going to talk about budgeting. What is a budget? How does a budget work? And what is the golden rule of budgeting? So let's jump right into it and let's go. What's the main idea behind budgeting? The main idea is that you know what your income is and you try to figure out what your expenses are. And you want to make sure that your expenses never exceed your income. If that does happen, so your expenses exceed your income, that means that you're living above your means. And well, needless to say, that's not good. In the long run, that's going to take you on a very, very hard path where you will need more and more money and you will start to borrow more and more money. And that money that you borrow, it costs a lot of money. So creating a budget and sticking to it, making sure that your expenses stay below your income is fundamental to create financial freedom and to have a healthy financial life. So, at this point, we said the most important thing. The most important thing is that our expenses never exceed our income. At this point, there's only one thing to do: keep track of our expenses and keep track of our income. This is different for different people. What I mean by that is that some people prefer to keep track of every single expense they have, and they write down every single penny they spend on anything. For other people, this is too stressful, and some people decide to budget on a yearly timeline. This means that they keep all of their expenses on a yearly basis. And they don't keep track of every single penny they spend, but they budget a lump sum that they will use to cover those expenses. For instance, I keep track of everything I buy at the grocery store. This way I know how much I spend on groceries. Someone else might not like to do that and might decide that at the beginning of the month, he or she will spend $600 on groceries. And that's it. You set aside $600, and whenever you go and buy groceries, you use that money, you use that cash, you use that part of your bank account. It depends on person to person, and it depends on you, which is your best way to keep track of your expenses. Now, there is a golden rule when it comes to budgeting, and the golden rule states that your expenses should be divided into three categories. One is the cost of living, so the expenses that you actually need to pay off to be able to live and to sustain yourself. The second one is the fun and entertainment part, where you put in the expenses that you have regarding sports, hobbies, going out with friends, and all that stuff. And the third one is investing and saving. Let's say you have a $5,000 income per month. The golden rule states that 50% of that income has to cover your cost of living. 30% of that income has to cover your fun expenses, your trips, your takeouts, and sports, hobbies, gym membership, all that stuff. 20% of that income has to go toward investments and savings. So this is the golden rule: 50, 30, 20. If your expenses exceed your income, well, you can't do the 50, 30, 20 split because obviously you don't have the money to cover those expenses. So the first thing you should do, if that's your case, is to lower your expenses altogether. You can't live above your means. Once again, golden rule, 50, 30, 20. 50% cost of living, 30% fun and hobbies, 20% saving and investing. I will put a new video up about the 20% part of your expenses, which is the saving and investing part of your expenses, which technically should not be expenses, because I don't consider them expenses, but investments and savings. Anyways, I will have a video up about that and how to divide investments and savings. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't done that yet, please subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, and let me know in the comments if you do have a different style of budgeting. For example, some people budget yearly, which means that they know how much their salary is going to be and they budget their expenses that way. Some other people go monthly, or some other people go paycheck to paycheck because they don't have another choice. Let me know in the comments below which way you prefer and how you budget. Thanks again for watching, and take care.